Went through a traumatizing experience. And if he's telling the truth, woe unto y'all that don't believe this young man. I just need some answers. And I hope he inbox me. I hope he inbox me. I will pay his lawyer fees to get his truth out. Not because it was Larry, it's allegedly to beat Larry Reed, but because this happened in the church. And I got wind of this. And at the end of the day, this is foul.
Right. And now that the conversation is starting to happen again, I can see that I probably need to reinvestigate some areas that I maybe didn't know were still there. Right.
Yeah. And so if you need me, I'll refer somebody to you.
My man. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm probably going to still continue counseling just because I feel it's appropriate. Right.
Yeah. That's good.
So I just want to put that there, like for now, like we're going to have a dialogue, like coming soon, like a very specific dialogue.
Yeah, we'll sit down with you and your counsel and we'll go from there.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to have a dialogue, but I wanted to, like I said, I this was a last minute thing. I was going to do a full interview, and then I had the conversation with my legal counsel, and they advised us just pause for a second. But it's not stopping. It's just a pause. It's just a pause.
But see, he figured that if he tried to intimidate you, that you wouldn't go get a lawyer.
That's and you can't do that with me.
Yeah,
I'm not built like none of these other niggas, bro.
That's right. He dealing with street cats. I keep trying to tell him.
Like I'm not built like these other dudes. So and that's probably what he's used to. But I'm not built like that.
Welcome to the street.
You know what bothers me even now? Like my wife had to walk away. She's emotionally bothered right now.
Right. And that's why I told you earlier today, I didn't want y'all to be old wounds. I didn't want y'all to be upset. Yeah, I want y'all in a safe, healthy place because y'all need to be turning to each other and, be strong for each other. But like I said, I give you my word, sir, in front of everybody. I'm gonna be there to testify. And whatever you need behind the scenes, you got it. Just hit me up. Ain't no question.
For sure.
Us real North Carolina boys look out for one another.
Oh, that's a fact. And so, man, I just wanted to pop in, man, and just push that point more so. Because like I said, the dialogue, we don't have that, right?
Yes, sir.
But what I wanted to position to the audience right now is protect Black men, yo.
That's right.
Like, this ain't easy. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't an easy conversation to have as a heterosexual man.
Yeah.
You understand me? Like it would be different if I don't struggle with homosexuality. That's not a struggle of mine. You know what I'm saying? And so for me to now have to revisit sexual things that happened to me with a male, that ain't easy. That ain't easy. Right. I mentioned this to Daryl. One of the most difficult things for a victim, and I hate to use this term victim because I don't like the experience that I had with acknowledging myself as that because of who I am, right? So
you were taken advantage of, brother. You ain't a victim. You were taken advantage of. You were exploited.
But the reality of what it was is what it is, right? So like what happens is the worst thing a victim of a scenario can hear is their experience. Somebody described their experience as allegedly.
Yeah.
That's one of the worst things you can hear. Because you know your experience. You were there.
Okay, so somebody just put up there. Yep, you just reminded. So allegedly, the guy King Jive, the one that called my mother names and the one that have been vlogging about me or blogging about me, whatever, however y'all do it. Allegedly, one of the victims is his god brother. So one of the alleged victims of Larry Reed is King Jive's god brother. So Yeah, somebody just put that up there. So yeah, I heard that as well. That is also an allegation. So it is a very, very sticky situation here. And everybody want to say, this report has been open for a long time and have not been closed. And my team, we reached out to the Raleigh Police Department and they sent the update, which was the report, which means that it is open, right? Now, in between it being open and in between it being prosecuted, there's a lot of things that can happen. Allegedly, they say Larry Reed is running around paying people off to shut them up. Allegedly, I'm just telling y'all what they're saying out here. They're saying he's running around here paying people off. People are popping up with new cars and money and all type of stuff. That's what they're saying. This is all the alleged stuff. However, at the end of the day, I think we deserve answers. We don't want to hear that all of this was lies and the court document says that it was lies and it was thrown out. That's a lie. That is not an allegation. That is a 100% lie. Excuse me. That is 100% lie. Okay. 100% lie. Okay. I got the documentation. And this, audio that I'm playing for you now, and I did not get it from Daryl. Okay. Just let y'all know that. However, Larry Reed tried to sue a vlogger named Daryl. And they made an agreement that they both wouldn't talk about each other and they wouldn't post no videos about each other. That was it. Period, point blank. So when Larry Reed posted this yesterday on somebody's page saying, I got the screenshot saying that this was thrown out and he's going after Daryl. Daryl didn't give me nothing at all, so it is what it is. Who said Adam? I didn't see. Hold on, let me see. Who asked me Adam? Request. Like, yeah, you talking about Larry said Adam. Request me. I'll put you on. Yeah, request me. Tell them request me. Tell them request. I'll put them on. I'll put them right on this because we need answers. We need answers. Where does this? Yeah, don't. Yeah. So as far as that goes on with Daryl and Larry's lawsuit or whatever. So, they made a deal that they wouldn't talk about each other or post anything, and that was it. That does not mean that the case, as Larry is saying, that was thrown out and said that he's lying. So, and also, if y'all do, Daryl, reach out to me. I'll pay for your lawyer too. All right. I'll pay for your lawyer too. So listen, y'all, come on. So if he want to threaten you, come on over to Team Whitehead. All right. Come on to Team Whitehead. I'll take care of your lawyer too. So that's what it is. So Daryl, come on over here. If you need some legal assistance, I got it. I'll take care of that. Don't worry about that. You sit back. I'll take care of it. For all of the victims, if you need a legal team, come on over. I got you. You ain't got to worry about the bag. You ain't got to worry about no lawyer. Come on over. All right. Because if these allegations are real or whatever the case may be, and we need justice. We need justice. If these allegations are real, and if these allegations of these young men were molested, if it was your son and you didn't have no money, I think that you would be thankful for something like this. Okay, I really do. So at the end of the day, I'm real. At the end of the day, so if you know any of the victims, right, tell them to inbox me. Tell them to inbox me, right? And I will take care of their lawyer fees all the way through. Okay? All the way through. I'll take care of your lawyer fees all the way through. All right, so let's finish listening to this, y'all. So I'm only going to play a few more minutes. All right, I got so much audio. Woo!
You lived through it. You know what I'm saying? You live through it. And so to hear someone describe your experience as...
Well, let's pause there real quick. And I just want to take a quick commercial break. When he said you lived through it, I just want to take a quick commercial break. And
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and sleeping with a student or have, I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, you know, as a pastor, as a mentor, you know, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would not. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
one more time, commercial break and go.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and sleeping with a student or however, I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, you know, as a pastor, as a mentor, you know, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would not. I ain't gonna say no lie.
They said that we got 15 more seconds so we can play another commercial. Are we good? All right, roll them.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and sleeping with a student or however, I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, you know, as a pastor, as a mentor, you know, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would not. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and sleeping with a student or however, I understand that can be sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, you know, as a pastor, as a mentor, you know, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would not. I ain't gonna say no lie. I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and sleeping with a student or however, I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, you know, as a pastor, as a mentor, you know, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would not. I ain't gonna say no lie.
As alleged. That's another type of injury, especially when you're in the church world. That's why I don't fuck with y'all right now.
Yeah, I can understand.
That's a whole different experience. So, Daryl, we're gonna have a conversation, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna talk, bro. Yeah, you go take care of your family, man. Yeah. I just want to make sure you're all right. You're in a safe space, and I don't care. Good. Don't worry. Yeah, but don't worry about the time of day or night. If you need me, man, just call me. If I'm asleep, I'll wake up, because you ain't by yourself, bro. I'm gonna do what I can to help you as long as I can, as much as I can. You are not by yourself, and trust me, there are people over here that are praying for you that you ain't never met before, bro. Y'all are not alone. We're gonna be lifting y'all up in prayer, but day or night, you got my number, and your wife got my number. Y'all just call me, bro.
And if you need 1,000 black men to stand behind you, trust me, you've got 1,000 black men who can stand behind you until you're able to get to a place of resolve. And so I just want you to know that. And so there's other things that are going to come forward, and there's going to be some other assistance from folks behind the scenes. And so I'll leave it there, and I'll continue to communicate through Daryl, and Daryl will communicate with you, and we'll leave it there for now.
We got you, bro.
That'll work.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, you know, as a pastor, as a mentor, you know, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny. I ain't gonna say no lie. I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, you know, as a pastor, as a mentor, you know, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny. I ain't gonna say no lie.
Man, I appreciate it. And I'm
right.
good. Just so we clear. I'm strong, I'm strengthened, but it's a process because it's not just me that was affected by it, right?
It's your family.
Right. And so all of that matters I hope a huge deal to me. But just know, like Reed specifically, you ain't stopping nothing. Like in terms of like what it is, you know what happened. Reed, you know what happened. Shamako.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, you know, as a pastor, as a mentor, you know, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny. I ain't gonna say no lie.
All right, now y'all not gonna start hashtagging surviving Larry Reed. Y'all did that last week. I mean, the other day. Don't start it. All right. Y'all start the hashtag surviving Larry Reed. Don't y'all dare do these. Are allegations now. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all ain't no good. You ain't no good. You ain't no good. Surviving Larry Reed. Commercial break, y'all.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, you know, as a pastor, as a mentor, you know, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny. I ain't gonna say no lie.
Yo, I swear, y'all ain't no good, boy. I tell you, man. Yo. Y'all ain't got no chill button, man. That's y'all problem. Come on, that's y'all problem, man.
Reed, you know what happened. Shamako, you know what happened. And we're gonna talk about it.
Yes, sir. And he ain't gonna be alone. All right, bro. I don't want you to hold you up here. You go be with your family, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, my man.
All right, hold up. Oh, now y'all gonna put hashtag allegedly surviving Larry Reed. Yo, y'all are, you know what? Don't stop. All right. Stop. Yo, what's wrong with y'all? You see, Larry Reed, you mess with the wrong preacher. All right. You mess with the wrong preacher. And I ain't scared. All right. I will put your allegations out, and you know I got more. I got more, and I got a lawyer. I got lawyers. I have a team. I am established, and you ain't scaring me. You mess with the wrong one. You lay down and mimic the robbery of my church. You laugh when the gunman put the gun in my 8-month-old daughter's face. You mess with the wrong one. The wrong one. Now, the tables will turn. Your allegations will be put out. Your allegations will be put out. Let me block you. I'm gonna tell people all type of stuff. All type of stuff you were saying. Lying. He will be locked up. Y'all watch and see and this and that. And you was now ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Oh, it's time for your allegations to come out. And I got a lot of it. Commercial break.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and a sleeping with a student or however, I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations. And I would never tell you. And if they ever came out, I probably would have not. I ain't gonna say no lie.
If y'all want a new commercial, just let me know, right? Because I got work. I'm letting y'all know now I'm taking time out of my busy schedule to make sure you want to talk. Don't say nothing about Maverick City. Don't say nothing about nobody. I want nothing but good stuff on your page. Okay? Do y'all want another commercial? Because y'all acting like that's the only commercial I got. All right? Stop acting like I'm some fly-by-night person. All right? Like I'm not well established. Do y'all want another commercial? If you want another commercial, put some fire up. Put some fire up. If you want another commercial, put some fire up. Or I'll play this one again. All right. If you want a new commercial,
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and they're sleeping with a student or however, I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if they ever came out, I probably would have not. I ain't gonna say no lie.
Oh, I'm getting a little fire. Y'all want a new commercial? All right, now listen. If you have any kids around, okay, you got to close their ears on this commercial. All right, this is straight from Larry Reed's production.
Let me say this to people that use calling somebody gay or homosexual like it's a weapon. Whenever somebody do that, you let me know who you are. When you let me know you're not culturally sensitive and you're not even aware of the time that we're living in. That's no longer okay. You will lose endorsements and everything moving like that. And that's not an insult to me. I am 100% clear on who I am. 100%. And I do not identify as gay. Have I sucked a dick? I have. I do not enjoy it.
Oh, shoot.
Have mine been sucked? Yes, and I actually enjoy that.
Oh, God.
I have actually sucked the dick I did enjoy because they were sucking mine so good, so I had to repay.
Oh, I can't take this. I cannot take this. You know what? Kind of dropped my nerves. I was not ready for that. You see? Because it's because of y'all. And I'm really tired of y'all. Because you push me. Okay? You push me. Okay? You push me to play another commercial. Okay? I told y'all I had material. Okay? And y'all just gonna push me like that. Yo. Y'all, let me get back. Let me get back. And this is a pastor. This is a pastor. And this Negro got the nerve to try to come for me. If I romp with me, I romp with me. And y'all want to sit here and talk about y'all not going to follow my ministry? Y'all better follow my ministry. You ain't got to worry about none of that. I can't play that no more. That right there, that commercial right there, they might find me on Instagram. I might get fined a few $100. I don't know. All right, let's get back to regular scheduled program. I'm gonna give y'all 12 more minutes of this.
Take care.
There's so much to unpack there, Daryl, but I want to go back. I want to go back to these text messages first.
Let's go back to the text messages.
Because those text messages were very telling, and I want to give people a little bit more of a critical approach to these text messages. And for those of you that are wondering why I am here,
right? I
want to reiterate it so that you can understand why I am here.
Marcellus is my protection, my covering. Yes, he being nice about it. Marcellus keeps me out the hot water. And spiritually, he gives me spiritual advice. Him and Legit Doctor and other people, when I need that spiritual advice, this is who I go to. This is my de facto pastor, right?
Well, I'm trying to tell you guys, I prefer to stay in the background. And
yo, what are you talking about? What are y'all talking about? All right, it's time for another commercial. Yo, no. We gotta listen. Now, these are text messages allegedly from Larry Reed to the alleged victims. Okay, y'all. Okay, so if y'all nice, I'll play it one more time because then I gotta get into prayer. Okay, because that was too much. Okay, that was too much. All right, but I just want to let you guys know what type of person that we're dealing with here. Okay, that's it. A person that want to talk about the church. How dare you? How dare you talk about the church? How dare you try to tear down the church where you have commercials to that magnitude? Hold on a second. Nah, I can't do it right now, y'all. I'm gonna leave that commercial alone for now. Okay, let's get back to the Texas.
And not be on this program as it relates to Larry Reed. But I have to tell you, at the end of the day, my job is to protect Daryl. And I'm going to make sure that Daryl is protected. And so for those of you that are in this chat that may not understand that, you gotta, I don't care if you don't like me and you got something against me, just fall back for a little bit until you can see this come to a resolve. And I promise you, I will make sure that Daryl lands in a safe place, and so will all of these people who have supported Daryl and those individuals that are in this chat, okay? So let me just say that. Now, let me roll back to these text messages. Daryl, let's put up these text messages again.
Yeah, y'all keep pushing me. People talking about what did I miss, okay? What did I miss? Listen, if y'all nice, I'll play the commercial one more time, but you got to be nice. And these people that's talking bad, y'all just get them. The ones that you got the Larry Reed supporters, just get at them, y'all. Just get at them. Just tell them stop. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Somebody, y'all stop hashing. Hashtag surviving. Stop. All right. This is alleged stuff. Okay. All right. You want to play with me, right? You want to play with me, Larry? You want to play with me? You want to play with me? Huh? You want to talk about people allegations? You want to do that? Huh? Y'all lying to my missed it. Play it. So I'm talking about your missed it play. I played it in a few. Do y'all want to see what type of pastor this is, y'all? Since I'm a clown, let me just block you so you ain't gotta look at me and my tricks. Okay. How about that? All right, here we go. Let's go.
Sure thing. I'm opening on an email. I'm sorry, y'all, that I put it up and I had it so big and I had my banner over it. I apologize for that. So I'm gonna go back in there. And thank you, everybody, for the cash apps.
And let me just also say, I have done this type of work for over 10 years. Unfortunately, some of you are not aware of that. I've dealt with preachers and pastors and scandals and all of this kind of stuff for over 10 years. So I understand the process of how this needs to go down, and we're not going to rush this. And we are not going to rush this individual in having to do something that is going to not get him the desired outcome that he needs. So it's going to, everybody will need to have patience. Can you take the comment off the screen from Jeremy Jones, please?
I'm trying to see that. Where is it?
No, you don't do it. Just click on any comment and then click it off and it'll.
Oh, my bad. Oh, I didn't even realize I'd done that. I'm so sorry, y'all.
All right. Now let's scroll back up. Mr. Larry, who determines that, now let me tell you something about Larry and people like him and people like Bernard Jordan and these types of people. They lead by intimidation. They lead by trying to intimidate other individuals.
Hold on, commercial break. So Larry Reed, we know who he is, but Bernard Jordan, the Archbishop Prophet Bernard Jordan, the modern day Cleo, he is Larry Reed's mentor. All right, so we got to go to the commercial break, y'all.
I'm gonna say this to people that use calling somebody gay or homosexual like it's a weapon. Whenever somebody do that, you let me know who you are. Number one, you let me know you're not culturally sensitive and you're not even aware of the time that we're living in. That's no longer okay. You will lose endorsements and everything moving like that. And that's not an insult to me. I am 100% clear on who I am. 100%. And I do not identify as gay. Have I sucked the dick? I have. I did not enjoy it. Have mine been sucked? Yes, and I actually enjoy that. I have actually sucked the dick I did enjoy because they were sucking mine so good, so I had to repay. I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher ends up sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
Somebody said this is the level the devil has gone to try to destroy the word of God. Two supposed to be men of God attacking each other and chasing some people to lose faith of the word of God. Sir, Eric Jones, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay. That's why I'm going to block you so I don't say something to you that'll hurt your feelings. Okay. I am a man of God and I'm a defender of the church. All right. So do your research first, but you can't do your research until, because you're going to be blocked and you're going to have to make a fake page. All right. God bless you. I'll let you go off easy. So for everybody else, this is the person that we're dealing with. And Mr. Reed, we need answers. That's all we're asking for. We ain't trying to tear nobody down like you do. However, we need answers. Let's go to the Texas.
To sort of keep their mouths shut. And they lead by trying to use all sort of, mental head games by trying to prevent these people from telling.
Let's get back to this.
Now, let's scroll back up. Mr. Larry, who determines that.
I want to rewind a little bit, y'all. Go ahead.
Put it up. And I had it so big and I had my banner over it. I apologize for that. So I'm going to go back in there. And thank you, everybody, for the cash apps.
And let me just also say, I've done this type of work for over 10 years. Unfortunately, some of you are not aware of that. I've dealt with preachers and pastors and scandals and all of this kind of stuff for over 10 years. So I understand the process of how this needs to go down, and we're not going to rush this. And we are not going to rush this individual in having to do something that is going to not get him the desired outcome that he needs. So everybody will need to have patience. Can you take the comment off the screen from Jeremy Jones, please?
I'm trying to see that. Where is Jeremy?
No, you don't do it. Just click on any comment and then click it off and it'll take it off.
My bad. Oh, I didn't even realize I'd done that. I'm so sorry, y'all.
All right. Now let's scroll back up. Mr. Larry, who determines that, now let me tell you something about Larry and people like him and people like Bernard Jordan and these types of people. They lead by intimidation. They lead by trying to intimidate other individuals to sort of keep their mouths shut. And they lead by trying to use all sort of, mental head games by trying to prevent these people from telling their stories. Let me be very, very clear, ladies and gentlemen. when we started down this road over a year ago, we knew where this was going to ultimately land us. We knew that. We just prepared ourselves and we continued to do the work that was necessary. I told you, Larry, that you should have just backed away and apologized for the stuff, because we knew this stuff a long time ago, sir. But we were trying to give you room enough to be respectful, but because of your narcissism and your inability to just apologize for the stuff that you had done, now you have gotten yourself in a whole heap of water. Let's go up. Is this the first text message?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, it says, hey, blank, I spoke to Mako. He said he saw you and he asked why I deleted you. And consequently, one other person from friends list. I explained I had laugh out loud. I'll hit you tomorrow. Nice chatting out to you in March. Now, see, here's what he's doing now. He knows he's in a hot water. That's why he went ahead and he unfriended him. Let me just tell you something else. He unfriended him because if you're going to serve someone or try and serve someone with a cease and desist letter, you can't be friends with them on social media and at the same time trying to serve them with a cease and desist letter. Okay, so he is trying to preemptively place himself in a place to where it looks as if he's had no communication with this individual. Okay, I need you guys to understand that. Then he says, I'll hit you up tomorrow. Why are you talking to him, or why are you saying to him it was nice chatting with him in March? Okay, it says to chat and that we were supposed to chat when you, go ahead to the next one, when you were ready. I later had a vision the first week of May where I heard convo you were a part of concerning me and church. So he's trying to now take this into a spiritual level, saying that he saw a conversation in the spirit between him and this other individual. Larry, you didn't have to have a vision to have that conversation in the spirit, because you know exactly what you had done. So you don't need to have a conversation in the spirit when you know the stuff that you had done. Now, see, this is what church folks do. They over spiritualize basic natural things. And then you have to have people like myself that will bring some of you super saved saints back down to the ground so that you can deal with the reality of the stuff that you have done and that you have caused. Okay? So he says, I was a part of that convo, right? I would think that you would elect to have with me, especially because of our last communication here on Facebook. He says, I decided that same hour to unfriend you or unfriendly because it was clear that there was something that definitely needed to be discussed. Of course, there was something that needed to be discussed, Larry. You knew exactly what needed to be discussed. And if you knew something needed to be discussed, why would you then turn around and unfriend the individual when you knew that there was something that needed to be discussed? If there was something that needed to be discussed, why would you discuss it? Social media is definitely a place that you guys have been communicating with back and forth before then. So why wouldn't you just continue that discussion? Okay, let's continue. He says, but for some reason you didn't want to talk directly to me. Of course not. Why would somebody who has been the victim of somebody's foolishness want to talk directly to you? First of all, I'm going to want to whoop your ass. I'm not going to want to have no conversation with you. I'm going to want to fuck you all the way up. And excuse my French. I'm just saying.
Come on now.
So, of course, I'm not going to want to have no conversation. And then he says, when Mako told me you asked, I felt I owed you an explanation. An explanation of what? An explanation of what? Although I had rather...
I was getting a lot of here.
He says, needed to be discussed as I felt in March. Although I'd rather you just inbox me and ask me, but under the circumstances, I see why you.
And then that's what it cut off.
Okay. And my thing is, under what circumstances? Why in the world? What circumstances is he under? Or what circumstances are there that would create an atmosphere by which there would no longer be a need to communicate with you? So let's just be here, ladies and gentlemen. This requires critical thinking, and it also requires discussion. And it.
All right, y'all. Let me timestamp this. All right. Okay, so let me write this timestamp. So there's so much more, y'all. I've been on long enough. Just put this timestamp down. I have hours and hours and hours of more stuff. Instagram, I can't see y'all commenting anymore. It just stopped. So if y'all commenting, I can't see it. I'm gonna go. I have some things I have to take care of. And I want you guys to know that, you know, somebody got to defend the gospel. And nobody has really stepped up and stepped in to stop this maniac from destroying the church. And if he be quiet and he leave the church alone, then he gonna be all right. But if I hear that he's talking about somebody, he better let somebody else talk about him. Because if you talk about him, I'm coming right back on live. And you know another thing, right? I want every YouTuber that's following me, if you got a little blog, a small blog, a tiny blog, a big blog, I want you to inbox me. Because at some point, I'm going to turn over all of this footage. And I want y'all to do a story about it. I'm going to turn over every bit of the sound, the footage. Who's that? Oh, I can't see. Yeah, that Instagram stopped, y'all. But yeah, _ITZ.NI.NI AO. They said you problematic, but I'll get you. Let me see where you at. Let me get where you. Let me find you. So I can. Oh, there you go. You're right there. Let me block you. I found you. Let me block you. She's gone, y'all. So I can't see nothing on Instagram, y'all. So whatever you posting, y'all can see each other, but I can't see it because it stopped on my end. But I want you to know, Larry Reed, every single time you talk on any platform and you try to discredit these allegations by saying that the case was thrown out, I'm coming right back at you because that's a lie. The case was not thrown out by no judge. He said the case was thrown out by a judge because the judge said that they were lying. That's a lie. Okay. So every time you try to diffuse this situation by lying, I'm coming right back at you. And people are sending me screenshots. Bishop, they sending me timestamps. And every time you do it, that's another reason why I'm here. I'm here for two reasons, because you said that. And you also gave a story on Maverick City. And it's none of your business. The church business ain't none of your business no more. You better go and do a story on Nicki Minaj or Rick Ross or one of them. You better go on the other secular world. You better do a story on Michael Jackson. Leave the church alone. Every time I see you, I'm coming out with something. And I got some other stuff for you that's going to rock your world. It's going to rock your world. Some stuff some paperwork. See, once I start dropping the paper, you can't say, I got audio, I got paperwork, I got a whole lot of stuff. Leave the church alone. You made enough money. Leave the church alone. Leave the church alone. Okay? Leave it alone. All right? With these commercials, I'm not playing nothing else because my stomach hurting now. I can't take that, y'all. Just nasty. Just outright nasty. I can't deal with it. No, he hasn't. Nope. So, all right, y'all. So listen, I'm gone. Listen, I hope. Hold on a second. Let me block you. I'm listening to my advice right now and block you. That's what I'm gonna do. Tired of these people. Oh, and that's another thing, y'all. Larry Reed's ex-wife allegedly. Hold on a second. Larry Reed's ex-wife, as they're telling me, because I was saying, Dad, how are they living in the same house and all that other stuff? So they're saying to me that Larry Reed's ex-wife, the one that, and the reason why I'm bringing her up is because she was also on the deed of the home of the alleged child molestation case report, okay? And her name is Elisa Reed. So it was Larry Reed and Elisa Reed. So Elisa Reed, as they're telling me, she is gay. She like women. Because I was asking myself, well, how in the world does she live in the same house as her ex-husband? And I'm saying to myself, well, ain't no real man gonna be going to somebody's house or dating somebody that lives in the same. How does that work? So they told me that is known, and allegedly she made it known that she's also gay. So so Larry Reed's ex-wife allegedly is gay also, and a lot of people told me this. So, and I think they said she don't hide it, but I don't know. It's alleged. I don't know. I'm just letting y'all know because somebody asked, what about his wife? And I didn't know he was married at once, but yeah, he's divorced, and his ex-wife live, as he say, downstairs in his house. And they're saying that the reason being is because she like women. So it's a lot. It's a lot going on. So Larry Reed, shut your mouth and we'd be all right. You did enough damage over here and you did enough damage to the church. And I have more. I have this audio. I got another 2 hours on this audio right here, going through text messages. Another 2 clean hours. Another 2 clean hours of pure allegations that you say, oh, well, people heard that before. Well, not my platform, okay? Not this almost 3,000 people over here. And I'm talking about between Instagram and Facebook and whatever else I'm being streamed on. Because, y'all streaming the streamer. All right, y'all enjoy your day. Let me get to work. And got to go teach my real estate class now, y'all. So I'm doing a free real estate class. You know what? Just for y'all. I do a free real estate class, y'all. Free. This class costs $5,000 easy, but I do it for free. Just for y'all, right? I will let you guys sign up today. Only today. Okay? You can't come on today, though, because this class is about to start in 6 minutes. But we got class Thursday. If you email realestate@lotim.org, I'll let you in the class. That's realestate@lotim.org. All you missed was, I think, 3 classes. Yeah. realestate@lotim.org. realestate@lotim.org. If you sign up for a real estate class, right? All you got to do is put your name, your address, your phone number, and why do you want to be in a real estate class? What are your goals? I'll make sure that you are a part of this class. Yes, I am into real estate. I own 2 blocks. I own an apartment complex. I own a lot of stuff. And I've been doing this over 20 years. This is what I do. I don't make money from the church. It doesn't matter what state you're in. Okay. Real estate is real estate. I teach. I got people from out of the country in my class. I got people. No, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you could be on Mars. If you want to know the laws of the world with real estate, come on my class. So I'm only opening it up from 8 to 10 o'clock, 8 to 10 p.m. No, because people are going to jump on after this. So I'll open it I'm closing it tomorrow at 12 noon, but I'm only taking the first 100 people. Okay. So a lot of people signed up, but a lot of people was just capped. They was all capped. So the first 100 people that signed up, not 150, because first 150 people that sign up, you got to put your name, your address, your phone number, and what you want to learn about what you want to learn in real estate and what do you want to do with it. All right. The email address is easy. realestate at LOTIM.org. That's Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries. It's abbreviated. So real estate at LOTIM.org. All right. Love you guys with the love of Jesus Christ. All right. And as long as Larry Reed shuts his mouth with the church, I'ma chill. Every time he better post good news. We want Larry Reed to post the good news. That's it. You do whatever you want to do to the secular world. They'll handle you on that end. But with the church, good news. We don't want no controversy. We don't want you trying to blow nobody up. If you try to blow somebody up, you're gonna. And I need everybody to follow me too. Everybody follow me and hit your notifications. So once I click, I'm live. Boom, y'all pop on because it could be something. All right. And make sure y'all come to church. I'm preaching virtual, y'all, for the next few weeks. All right. I'm preaching virtual for the next few weeks. So make sure y'all tune in this Sunday at 9:30. Y'all. It was a powerful word. Y'all go check it out. Ooh, powerful word. I preached the mailman. Woo! Send me, Lord, I go. It was a powerful word, y'all. So look at that, y'all. Look at that. You can look at that on my Instagram, on my Facebook. All right, y'all. Love you guys. The love of Jesus. Y'all stay focused, stay firm. Real estate. If y'all want to be a part of it, it's real estate at LOTIM.org. Deuces. I'm saving this. No commercial breaks, y'all.
Hi, beautiful people. Praise the Lord.
Hello, my love, and welcome to the show. Praying to God for you. Go ahead and sound off. What did you think about that video? And actually, I'm going to drop down for a second, but I'm going to let you go ahead and let the people know what your channel is and how you felt about that video. So go ahead and take it over.
Okay, even before COVID, I've been dealing with a lot of loss in my family. I've been dealing with people with anxiety, depression, all kinds of things because the way people treat you. Even family sometimes turn their back on you, disguise you. And my grandson says, scatternize your name, like what this so-called person is doing, trying to scandalize somebody's name, and say they come in, they're the church, they come in the name of Jesus, and they laughing and they eating Skittles, and and I've been kind of bouncing around these YouTube streets trying to get an understanding how people think and how they feel. I said, whether or not gay, straight, Burger King, Popeyes, no matter what you are, as long as you have faith as a mustard seed and you believe in God that He saved you and that He sent Jesus Christ here to show you example of love, compassion, and show people that no matter how broken you are, or no matter how people think you're junk or you're not worthy, but Jesus came to save your life. And I'm sitting here watching this piece of trash and and watch him laugh and his teeth like a hyena biting the bones of a person who's been exposed and already said what he said. He can't tell you no more. He told you how he liked it when he did it, and how he felt about himself. But that's his prophecy. What is it your business? But yeah, he told the truth on you because you put it out there on the camera. You did that. You put your little robbery with the guys with the upside down gun, wasn't even holding the gun. They was holding it, pinching it with their finger. That was exposed on what's his name? He's a lawyer. Um, he's a good guy. He showed a slow motion of that picture. He said, "Who holds a gun by their finger?" And we need to pull that up and show that you can see that it was planned, that he did that. Okay, he haven't said nothing else about that robbery, right? But he can choke a woman out by the blink of an eye. He can come off from the. Okay, you're supposed to have the love of God in your heart, but you come off the so-called pulpit from behind the pulpit and have that kind of anger in you, and you told her to come up and choke her out and have so much power in you. And I know that wasn't the power of God. That was your other father in which you serve. And I could honestly say that because I've been studying how you know fake prophets, how you can tell in the last days many will come in sheep clothing and claim that they love God and that they serve God, and they will be preachers, teachers, pastors, bishops. They will be all manner of people from the fivefold ministry, even children of God, to draw you in, to entertain you, to get your attention so they can devour you, so they can end you. And this person right here, if he had the love of Christ in him, he would have prayed for Larry. He would have prayed for everybody that talked about him. And he would have forgave him. And that wouldn't have bothered him like that. But because people are pulling back the layers of this guy, I can't call him that word he want, but I can call him by his name. But some folks say, and I allegedly, that's not even his name. The Whitehead name is not his name. It's a fake name. And
So
go ahead, Mom.
So listen, let me ask you this, and welcome to the show, first of all.
Thanks.
I'm so
sorry.
No, you're okay. No, I'm so sorry because I didn't give you guys a good welcome. First of all, if you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for returning. Make sure you get your mask because A, B, C, D, it stops here today. One moment, we'll be right back. Queen Tulsa merchandise. Hello, guys. We do have masks. It stops here by Queen Tulsa. Thank you all for supporting so much. We do have our masks that are adjustable. You can adjust the straps, adjust to your liking. I want to thank you so much, and we will be getting justice, and I want to thank you in advance for your purchase. And just remember to always have gratitude. Always show gratitude. Thank you so much. All right. So we are definitely back. I want to thank you all for coming back and tuning into the show. If you would like to sound off along with Miss Deb about Bishop Whitehead, definitely come on up. So, Miss Deb, let me ask you this. So, what is your biggest frustration with the pastor? Like, what did he do to really get you going?
Okay, he took me there when I seen his hand over that lady's neck, and he told her to come on up, come on up. And I've been in church before where the minister or the preacher, the teacher in the church told me to come on up and come on up, and they reached the mic to me and asked me to give a word of God. What is God saying to me? And they showed me love and encouragement, and I was nervous in the service because there was a whole bunch of people around in the pool. I mean, in the congregation, but they all encouraged me with smiles on their face and told me that that was a good word. I can't remember what I said, but they said it was a good word, and they loved me. I would have never expected a choke hold, choke slam from wrestling and whatever, or a man. Any woman who's ever been abused by a man or woman, you know what that feels like. You automatically crumble. You're in shock when somebody lay their hands on you. You don't expect it. And that's what got me first. And then second of all, what burnt me, where I'm speaking boldly like I'm speaking now, because I don't see a lot of people dealing with him like this. I see people subscribing to him, sending him cash apps, and and then they're expanding his YouTube channel in which he loves, and he telling them to do it, and telling them and telling them you better subscribe. Come on, if you're gonna be here, you going I mean charging them. I mean controlling them, telling them, and they're doing it. And he got more members on YouTube than in his church. And I remember that I was taught since I was a little girl. I didn't even know who God was. My grandmama used to take me to church. I didn't know where I was going. But I used to hear the man and woman of God says, in the last days, there's going to be fake prophets. And say, be on the watch for them, because this is what they're going to do. They're going to lie to you. They're going to act contrary to what God say. And he says, and so that's why I was putting some scriptures down there to help people if they come in the chat, to let them know. It might be funny, but it ain't funny. Go ahead.
All right. Welcome, LaRon, to the show. And LaRon, let me just say this. LaRon is actually going to come back at midnight Central Time to drop some life nuggets on us. This is our mail delivery. It's going to be a mail delivery. So the mail and the information that we'll be getting tonight will be coming from this big black male. Big
Amen.
strong man. Okay. And he's going to educate us. And I adore him, and I think the very highly of him. And so welcome, LaRon.
Welcome, LaRon. We love you.
Welcome.
Yes.
Hi, ladies. Good evening. How are y'all both doing this evening?
Blessed to see you
Yes.
guys.
Blessed and highly
Good.
favored. Come on with it. What are your thoughts and what are your
Amen.
opinions
Amen.
on what's going on? How you feeling?
I'm doing good. Let me just apologize. Earlier, I was so confused when we were chatting earlier. I did not know what you meant by mail delivery. I thought you were calling me a something else. I thought it was like code word for a drug dealer. Like I'm delivering some nuggets.
Thank you that you cleared that up, LaRon. Thank God.
I'm glad we squashed that
I
like
was
a
like,
bug.
for real, I was so confused. Sometimes y'all forgive me. Sometimes I'm slow you know what I'm saying? I'm slow to catch on. I'm not with the, that's how you know I'm aging backwards and forwards. I have an old soul. Sometimes I know, I'm with the ages. Sometimes I'm not with the new ages. So the lingo and the words, sometimes,
Gotta break them
it's
down
sometimes
for a
the
break.
word. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I'm with the times, sometimes I'm not. So
But we needed that
I just want
laughter.
to clear that up. Now I know what you mean.
But we needed that
Huh?
laughter because you broke the chains because I was feeling some type of way. You made me feel better with that laughter.
You know
That
what? And I'm I'm glad I could do that. Sometimes laughter is healing and it's therapy. So I'm just glad it comes through. That was God right there blessing us with the relief, a sign of relief,
yes.
Yeah.
especially from this crazy pastor. Oh my God, he works my nerves.
You see what I'm
Uh,
saying? He made my blood pressure go up. I had to put my blood pressure watch on
All right. So
yes.
for a
LeBron,
few minutes.
right. So LeBron, tell us, what are your thoughts? What are your feelings? How do you feel about
What
watching this
I'm
video?
glad that you. Oh, yes, Queen. I'm so glad that you brought this man up, and that will be a good, what will. I kind of want to talk about what I found out tonight, since he's talking about real estate, but I'll save that for our segment. But if you want to really get some information, tune in to Queen Tulsa's show at uh, 12 a.m. midnight or 1
Uh-huh.
o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So either her time, my time, but tune in, and we'll definitely get you on some real estate. But anyways, I just feel like exactly what Ms. Deborah was saying. He's a he's not somebody I would ever follow in my spirit. My spirit automatically says he's on to something. He's trying to get these two brothers to go to war. He's encouraging his followers to throw the stone and commend this man about his testimony, bring up his wife, sexuality and his sexuality in the question. And then what like Miss Deborah was saying, trying to get his followers to support him, hitting that constantly. I know we all need support, but it was almost in a way where it's like, you guys, I'm your supreme God, and you must follow me, show me all types of worship, and give me all types of sacrifices, and show that I am your grand leader. I it's like almost like I'm your God. And then when he started going into the real estate, I said immediately, I was like, oh heck, oh heck, he's trying to get people to get back into that scheme that he was running before. Because if I'm not mistaken, the reason why a lot of people, that woman that got dabbed up and got paws put on her, was she was I was told that she was either the daughter or a relative of somebody that he scammed out of money for some real estate, if I'm not mistaken. And a lot of, and then there was Sonia and a few other Evolution in the chat, a few other people like, oh, here he goes again with that scheming. That's immediately where my spirit went. I said, oh, he's trying to scheme again now on IG, asking for people to get into real estate. I would never, first of all, who would ever want to get any type of work with them with any type of real estate? And then looking at that church. Can we start with the church first?
Amen. 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 He said, LeBron, that, and he has a video, and I watched it this weekend. I want to make sure I'm getting some facts, and then I'm not saying a lot of allegedly. So I want to make sure I'm saying what's factual. He walked down
Right.
this tight, small, long sidewalk and said that big old building, it had to been hundreds and hundreds of feet long. He said he owned the whole block. But if you owned the whole block, why your church in that tiny, tiny building? Well, how come you can't move your
Right.
church to that whole
Hello.
building? And I
Right.
sit up and listen. I
Because it
watched
does
him.
not exist.
Okay, and what you just said about the scheming and scamming, that's why he went to prison. And it tells me he's doing it again. And he's open because he,
Right.
guess what? Guess what? Factual. He's friends with the mayor of New York. He's friends with this one.
Hmm.
He's friends with a lot of um, rappers, things like people with power. Remember when he got the handcuffs on him, they said he did a lot of mouth movement. I mean, like, and he talked himself out of jail. And one of the words he used, do you know who I know?
Wow.
And he lied on a woman and said she
Right.
attacked my wife. And
That's his black card.
but don't it supposed to be
Wow.
something
She didn't
proven
even
before
get a
you let
chance
it
to.
go? I'm talking about, didn't the police make their
Right.
judgment when they made no judgment? A judge should have made that judgment. Like, what about the people
Right.
around? And the other two cops, they were downstairs the whole time. They
Right.
they welcomed ladies in the building, and they
Exactly.
didn't
And I
come out
and I
right
believe he
away.
was the only one.
They didn't usher them out right away. They didn't choke her out right away. He, y'all remember what he said to his wife?
No, what'd he say?
Sit your butt down. I'm trying to preach.
Oh, so that's allegedly. So that's what I
That's
was
not
told.
allegedly.
Now I heard. I heard he said something to her, and they didn't. He didn't match. They didn't get that on camera, but they happened to get the on when he was putting his hands on that lady and escorting her out by the back of her neck. But they did say that he had embarrassed his wife and said and was talking real crazy and demeaning to her during that sermon prior to that. And people were wondering why didn't they get that on camera?
They got it on camera. I can tell you who got it. Her name is Killer. Killer came with that
Mm,
lady who got choked out. I've been watching Conscious TV for 2 days, and
mhm.
he has it. They have the video.
Okay, okay. I like Conscious. I've seen
I
Conscious a
love
few
him.
times.
I love them. But I just want to let you know, um, Conscious had Killer on, and she has the video, and she had more than one camera, and she had them pointed at different directions, and she had one pointed over there where his wife was just saying to someone, and he wasn't preaching, and he
All right.
hollered
Hold
church
on
and
one
disrespect.
second. So, Ms. Deb, we do have guests in the building. We have Tina Days up in the building. Hello, Tina Days. How are you? You're on mute, my love.
Hey, beautiful Tina.
Hi, Tina. Welcome.
Welcome, Tina.
Oh. Tina, you muted yourself again. Tina?
You have such a beautiful voice, Queen.
No.
Yes.
All right. Well,
We
we'll
all
just
have voices of evil.
yes, we do. We'll just go ahead and continue to talk, and then when Tina, whenever you can, hit the take yourself off of mute. Okay, so she dropped down and she's gonna come back up. All right, sorry about that, guys.
Okay.
I pray it work out, Tina.
No,
Come on back, baby.
you're all good. I just want to ask y'all, ladies, do y'all really believe that that lady was really trying to harm his wife and child, like he says that he claims? Why he was trying to defend her?
I saw the video. She didn't go near them with the killer's video. She didn't go near them. He didn't give her a chance. She was
Mhm.
she was just praying in the spirit. That's how I pray in the spirit. I move my hand because I'll be casting out devils, demons, and stuff. And I'm not being aggressive. That's just my prayer way. And I speak in an unknown tongue. You can't understand me. And I understand exactly what she was doing. And he told her to come on up, come on up. He welcomed her. And if you've been
Right.
in the church for a minute and you ever been there and heard the pastor, the preacher, or the teacher tell someone come up, they be obedient. They come up. And sometimes people come up speaking in tongues, because they so full of God and they so happy, so joyful. And that's how they react. That don't mean just because if she was swinging her arm like that in front of how many people she walked past and she didn't touch nobody.
Right.
So that was just an excuse. Remember, he's a what they call it. He is a liar and a deceiver, and he's a worker of can't say the word, it's a big old word, but it's talking about sin. He works sin real good, and he'll make you think sin is okay. But what it was, he used those skillful words to get those people's money to get all that mansion, them cars. He used those words, and he got her up there, and he knew how he was going to get her. Could y'all tell me what he said? That was a clue that he was going to get her. I'm
Mm.
gonna make you famous today.
And I believe you used the term a week ago, or I think it was either a week ago or 2 weeks ago when we talked about another situation like this in the church. But you were talking with the gentleman, all three of y'all, another gentleman, and I remember the words you used, Miss Deborah, was inequity.
That's what I'm
People,
trying to remember.
mm-hmm, people put inequity out there to lead people kind of away from the true meaning of God, or the true ideal of what God is supposed to represent, which is unity and peace. And inequity was definitely something that I kept saying to myself, that's it, that's what Miss Deborah is talking about. This is what he's doing. He's sending his goons out there to, kind of sound the alarm, gather support against, Larry Reed and the opposition, start war amongst him and I guess his flock. And whenever there's something remotely that questions him, he's got to block them, and that's your prerogative. But it's like you just don't have that smoke. You can't deny it. So it's like when somebody comes to you with tangible criticism, he's already just sounding the alarm and going off, and then automatically it's block, block, block. But it's like, sir, you're not
Well, one thing,
unapproachable. Everybody's going to be criticized. God is going to criticize you.
but can I say something off of what you're saying right now? Who
Yeah,
told him he's the boss or the chosen one?
that's good.
Who
That's a
told him
question. Good
that?
question.
Because first of all, the Bible said many are called and few are chosen. He's the fruit that are chosen. He chose himself. Do you know first he came out of prison? He was a bishop. Who made him bishop in prison?
I have
Okay,
no
then
idea.
since the time he was robbed, now he has two doctrines. I got a daughter. It took her 2 years to get her doctorate. It's hard. You had to type all these different pages and do all these different writings. That's nothing easy. And what college did he do it at? You need a school. I don't care if it's online or in the building. You need a school so they can say now you have a doctorate. But what it was, and let you know I've been following this, um, he wanted Larry to cover him so he can work underneath him. And he was already close to Larry's mentor, his father in the faith. I can't see his name. I don't remember his name. But he is a high up there. And with me, I'm not familiar with these different titles. Uh, they say they believe in God, but I don't hear Jesus much. So I'm not condemning them. It's just I had to keep my eyes open, my ears open, and my heart open. And I receive people for what they are and who they are. I'm not going to judge them, but
Right, right.
these are some good people he's talking about. And I haven't heard these people hurt nobody, do no harm. But I just see that's all since I've seen him, I seen hurting. He's hurting people, hurting people. That's all I see. I don't
Right.
see him helping nobody, ministering to nobody. I don't care. You know what he did last week? He tried to make it look good to the city and to the people and to the cameras. He called a bunch of people out there so he can give them backpacks. You know, the Bible says
Hmm.
they have a, what they call it. You can help me, LaRon or Queen. They have an image of beauty. I mean, they have an image of godliness, but there's no godliness in them. It's just evil.
Right.
So I know I'm
Right.
up. Come on, Tina. Come on up, girl. Help us. I I,
I
I just
I think I
know.
know what you're saying.
Go ahead. Appearance
You're
of.
saying he's doing that for show, and instead
hmm
of
hmm His heart.
uh Archbishop Bernard Jordan. Oh, she said yeah.
That's who it
So
is.
Tina said Archbishop Bernard Jordan is his mentor.
And so he said yesterday
That
that Larry Reed is having sex with him.
what?
hmm That's what this guy said about that man. And that man and his wife had to come on Larry Reed's show and do an interview and try to say, this is not who we are. I tried to help you. People told me not to get connected to you. And the love that God has in me, I tried to show you that. I thought I can be a good example for you because I feel like you was kind of like led astray. And so I was like, and I asked him, who called you to be a bishop? And he got mad.
So wait, so this same gentleman that is accused of sleeping with Larry Reed?
He said that. I'm talking about this so-called bishop put that out there. So Larry Reed and the Archbishop had to come on live and recount all that stuff he said and he was doing. And guess who started it? Guess what happened? Guess who reached out to the bishop?
Who?
Y'all know her really well. They call her Woody Woodpecker. She is brought the information to him. He would have never found it.
I haven't been following all these details, but I am so lost. Like there's just so much. That's a lot. That's a lot. The church, I ain't never heard of this being so
It's not the church.
complicated and just so much
People
stuff
getting
going on. Yeah,
confused.
it's not the church, the
It's
false
not the.
church.
It's just. It's remember. It's false prophets. They come in a
Yeah,
church like sheep, but they really wolves trying to devour the sheep. So
right,
Tina,
right.
Tina, I'm glad you're here.
Hi, Tina.
Hi, Tina. How are you?
May I suggest maybe if you have earphones, you could put the earphones, or maybe it might be a thing with like the audio. I know I've had problems with my audio sometimes.
Me too.
Hmm.
I just want to say, I've been watching almost all the footage, and that's why today I almost blew up. I had to go get some water and calm down. It really did make my heart rate go up because I just heard lie after lie after lie. And then I saw his image and he was not being a good example and he didn't show no love. And he's supposed to pray for, he's supposed to call Larry and pray for him. And then it was dealing with his sex. He ain't had nothing to do with his sex. The Bible says what goes on in the bedroom is undefiable. So how could I touch
Right.
that? What God says, you
I
know?
did see it. Yeah, I
and
saw you saying that. Uh-huh.
and people love to get it tangled up. I understand about how some people feel about same sex, but guess what? Those are God's children.
Right.
And guess
We
what? God
all
don't make
are.
no junk. He don't make no junk. And I'm telling you right now, I have talked to people, and I have in my family that just love the same sex, and they so sweet and so kind and love me and treat me so well. It's the ones that high minded, lifted up, think they something, that show no love, no affection, and feel like they don't have to show you nothing. So all that I know it's bad people on every side. So I just say, God used that donkey, that jackass, didn't he? Never been rode before, and he took Jesus where he wanted to go. And somebody else probably would say, don't use him, use a horse. But God, he know who you want to use. And I know God using everybody now. It's just we got to keep our eyes out and watch out for these right here. Because a lot of people don't know who God is. I hear people say, that's why I don't go to church no more because of stuff like this. That's why I don't. Do you see what they did? Drove people from the word of God, from the house of the Lord.
Yes.
But I tell you what I found out since I've been sick. God, wherever you are, God is there. Jesus
Yeah.
lives and resides in he resides in you. He lives in you, and you have the power of God in you because Jesus in you. He said he would never leave you nor forsake you all the days of your life. So he made a promise. So that's why he's there. He said he sticks closer than any brother. So that means he's there. So that means if a building burned down, if a flood comes, as long as you and all of us human beings are still living, he's there. So it's not
Amen.
about a building. It's really not about a building. We are the building.
Right.
We
The
are the
vessel. That's right.
yes. And the church is us. And that's why many are called few are chosen, because some won't speak his word, some won't share his goodness, some won't. You understand what I'm saying? And it's all about the tree from what fruit comes from them. You
Mhm.
know, if it's you could tell if it's an orange tree, it's an apple tree, or whatever it may be, you can tell it's a tree that loves people, care for people by the way they treat people. But I don't see none of that.
No. Yeah. Oh.
Tina,
Mm.
well, I'ma talk until Queen tell me it's Lavon. Okay. What I want to say is I'm not trying to I feel as though everybody have enough room for redemption. Everybody can start all over again and do it the right way with God. Everybody can repent and say, I'm sorry, Lord, for my actions or my ways or my thoughts were not your thoughts, my ways were not your ways. Please forgive me, and he will forgive you. But when you hurt his people and you try to um uh, um false lies with his people and play with their money and play with their minds and say that he sent you
Yeah. Mm.
and say God sent you, the Bible says the blood is on your hand, and he will deal with
Amen.
you later. When you die, he will deal with you then. And you will not see the kingdom of God. So that's why I'm gonna try to be there tonight, guys. Oh, after dark. I'm gonna try to be there. But I just say
Yes.
pray for him.
Right.
We can pray for other people that think like that.
Hmm.
But what we're doing is trying to peel back the blinders off a lot of people's eyes. And I thank God for Queen. And I thank God for LaRon to be able to have a heart of God and speak this. Because Queen, nobody doing it like you.
You know
Nobody,
what?
It's
Just
nobody.
think.
mutual.
I'm just thankful, sis, and I'm thankful for everybody that shows up and that's a part of it. If I'm able to just change one mind, I'm okay with that. But the goal is to create a village and we work together. Um, as a matter of fact, speaking of working together, I'm gonna drop this post down. But listen, guys, check out mail delivery from LaRon Hill. As Queen Tulsa After Dark is gonna be September 28th, 12 a.m. So that's midnight tonight. Make sure you all are checking us out. Ms. Deb, go ahead and let the people know your channel and where they can find you. And LaRon, prepare yourself because you're gonna let the people know where they can find you as well.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you, LaRon. I just want to say God is using me on Facebook, and the name of the channel that He's given me is called We Need God. And feel free to come over and see what's going on over there. A lot of people being delivered, a lot of people getting an answer from God, and just love over there. And I thank you guys for that.
Very nice. You could find me at Leron Brand at Instagram. So that's at LeronBrand. And I also have a channel. My name is exactly how it is on the far left side corner, spelled. That's my YouTube channel. And thank you so much, everybody who came and commented. And thank you, everybody, the replay game. And thank you so much, Miss Deborah and Queen Tulsa, for this beautiful discussion and bringing this to light. See you at 1.
See you at 1.
So yes, we will definitely, y'all make sure y'all are following LeBron. Make sure you're following Miss Deb. And she said that she is on Facebook. So give them that channel one more time on Facebook.
We Need God.
So We Need God on Facebook. Make sure you're following LeRon Hill on YouTube. LeRon Brand, like brand new, BRAND. LeRon Brand on Instagram. All right, so that concludes our show today. Thank you all so much for coming out, contributing. Miss Tina, we hope to see you at midnight. And definitely, if you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for returning. And on that note, we're going to head on out. See you, LeRon, at midnight.
See you at midnight.
Bye.
Have a great evening.
Queen Tulsa merchandise. Hello, guys. We do have masks. It stops here by Queen Tulsa. Thank you all for supporting so much. We do have our masks that are adjustable. You can adjust the straps, adjust to your liking. I want to thank you so much, and we will be getting justice. And I want to thank you in advance for your purchase. And just remember to always have gratitude.